Okay, real quick snippet from the stream that I did a few minutes ago on Alex Jones and him talking about the Council for National Policy. I want to play a brief clip of that Derek in the Midwest, whose real name is Mark Youngworth, who found Christianity and is a fellow brother in Christ. Hopefully I can get him on to interview him on Dudes Talking. Here is a clip of furthering what we were talking about earlier with Alex Jones knowing about the CMP.
Let's try to jam in a few final calls. Christopher, California, quick question.
Hey, what's up, Alex? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, cool. I'm excited to talk to Joel. I was glad to hear that he's going to be on the show. I have a quote here from Joel, and I also have a few questions for you. Joel, is it true that you said that I've been in a few of the Council for National Policy meetings, and they're dull, there's never anything sinister going on there, there's no influential government policy being made there, that they're rather dull, and that there's no conspirativity, and that they're not secretive, even though they refuse to release any of their meetings?
All right, we got to go to break, but we'll come back. There's a left-wing CFR-funded conspiracy theory that says some group called the CMP runs everything, and it's a total...
Alex Jones says it again. Oh, it's a CFR conspiracy theory. Oh, boy.
...diversion, but we'll talk about it on the other side. This is key, what just got brought up, and I'm glad it got brought up by the caller. You know, I heard Joel laughing during the break when I asked him about this, but...
Joel Skousen was laughing up a storm, wasn't he?
Here's Joel for 2 hours exposing the Republican takeover of the Patriot movement, and then a caller calls in and says, because I've heard it all, you know, will you tell me about the CMP, and then are you part of it? Then there's the spin that the CMP runs the whole world now. I mean, it's a total distraction.
I've never said it's only the Council for National Policy. I've never said that. All I said is they are the right part of the world order pyramid who under Republican administrations... You know, George H.W. Bush, you could say half and half, CMP and CFR. He played both sides. But with Trump, George W. Bush's son, Ronald Wilson Reagan, there definitely was a huge influence of the Council for National Policy on the world order.
Brought the question out about this conservative group that was trying to keep the Republican Party conservative, kind of like the Tea Party growing out of Ron Paul is today. And I know a lot of good people were in there early on, but then it became more of an establishment deal. But
that's not true. That's not true. It was founded in 1981. It had funding from the Coors family, funding from the Rockefeller family, according to Charlotte Iserby, funding from the Hunts, funding from Robert Waring Stoddard, funding the Mellon Scaife family, with the research of a recluse who I've had on the show many times. So, yeah, it wasn't something that was co-opted later. I have a slideshow that I'm working on the Council for National Policy that I'm going to present to you guys, hopefully, in the next few months. Some of it is from the presentation I gave at the Shoot the Moon NYC conference on the CMP and the John Birch Society, and their effect on the truth movement. So let's see what Skousen and Alex Jones have to say.
I've seen globalist publications try to claim that the CMP is really like the CFR.
Nice way to spin it, Alex. Left-right paradigm bullcrap. Guess what, Alex? I'm anti-globalist, and the CMP is real.
Yeah, absolutely not true.
The Council for National Policy is the right-wing arm of the dialectic. It's the same as the CFR.
It started out with some real Goldwater-type Republicans trying to be more conservative.
The Rockefellers are Goldwater-type Republicans, Skousen. The Coors, the Hunts are Goldwater Republicans, Skousen. The LaHaye's Oliver North, Phyllis Schlafly, Skousen, huh? The Republic seems like they're good Republicans, huh? Is that how you're trying to frame Goldwater? They're true conservatives against those dirty, nasty neocons.
Reagan, but it quickly got, as I say, infiltrated by the establishment Republicans because these people had money.
It's not true. Not true. The Coors, the Hunts, were at the founding meeting of the Council for National Policy. Robert Warren Stoddard, who also helped found the John Birch Society. Schlafly says the Rockefellers' money was in there from the ground. The Kochs. They didn't join later, Joel. They were there since the very beginning.
And anybody who's got money and can project their point of view, that the establishment's really worried. So they got that infiltrated and they stopped it. It's become a very lackluster organization that really doesn't do anything except collect fees.
I realize that the CMT is just about as right as it comes. They're funded by Heritage, funded all these, funded by Coors, funded by all these, and in fact, many of the people with the CFR funded it.
Just like they funded the John Birch Society. Well, boy, Skousen, you Charlotte telling the truth, you got a little bit of egg on your face.
Well, I mean, again, here you are exposing conspiracies, exposing the New World Order, and then you have a private group that meets to try to keep the Republican Party conservative, and it turns into this whole other conspiracy theory put out by the Rolling Stone, who makes fun of things like the New World Order. It's ridiculous. But
so the Council for National Policy is a Rolling Stone globalist publication conspiracy theory, Alex Jones. Why are you throwing so much shade? Why are you denying it? When Josh Reeves was talking about it at the time, when Lee Rogers was talking about the CMP at the time, when who did Josh Reeves learn about the Council for National Policy from? Peter Dale Scott. He's a respected conspiracy theorist, and Peter Dale Scott. I mean, I don't think he's CFR. I don't think he's writing for magazines like Rolling Stone. I mean, even Bill Cooper hinted around knowing about the Council for National Policy. He knew, the Willis Carto Liberty Lobby and went on rants about it. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure if Bill Cooper was alive today, and I'm not saying Bill Cooper was 100%, he was a naval intelligence officer after all. But I always say, if more people started with Bill Cooper, they'd be closer to the truth than they started with Alex Jones. That being said, I think if Bill Cooper was alive today, I think he would be ranting about this Council for National Policy. And I don't think he would have told you to vote for Donald John Trump, Alex Jones. Which, you're a CMP shill. And he told people to vote for Donald Trump. So.
Regardless, I've never been part of the CMP. Know almost nothing about it.
Josh Reeves has proved that to be untrue. Alex Jones for his movie Endgame 1.5, released a CMP video of Phyllis Schlafly speaking about admiralty law that was only filmed at a Council for National Policy meeting. How did Alex Jones get that video?
Went and researched it and found out the Hunt brothers were involved and stuff, and it looked like a right-wing attempt to get the government back from the globalists, and then it got taken over by the...
So that's what you're gonna... The Hunts, you mean the oil barons? The silver barons? Those Hunts? Oh, they're fighting the New World Order when they tried to corner the silver market and lost all that money. Yeah. They sound like real good people, Alex Jones. You want to be an apologist for the Council for National Policy? Well, darn it, you are.
Globalist. But then I noticed it was big foundation money, and like Mother Jones and Rolling Stone were promoting it.
Wait. The left is talking about a secretive right organization but not really talking about it in strong depth. I mean, there's not really a lot of, they don't really go into a lot of depth in it. So, again, I don't know. It's maybe just me, but a lot of shade being put on the CMP by Alex Jones and even by the so-called left that really doesn't really talk about it very often.
And that's what the White House regulations are. Cass Sunstein says we've now got the London Independent admitting the government is infiltrating conspiracy culture and posing to then attack real people. I'm sure people say, oh, how dare you, so I probably will. I'll just get Deborah Medina in all these conversations and all these speeches she's given since the incident 3 weeks ago with Glenn Beck, 2.5 weeks ago, and I'll show her after saying there's a lot of questions people have a right, and then I'll show her saying it's despicable. I don't like flip-flopping. I want people to do what they say. And at this point, we can't believe anything she says if she gets in office, if she'll flip-flop like this. She's going to find out that who's really supporting her and that she better watch it. There's a left-wing CFR-funded conspiracy theory that says some group called the CMP runs everything. And it's a total diversion. Today, it's a
total diversion. When I talk about the total diversion, what Josh Reese talked about total diversion, which Mark talked about is a total diversion. The Antidote Boys, total diversion. It's just a diversion. It's just a diversion. CMP don't exist.
Seems more like a vestigial thing, kind of like the Tea Party will be in 20 years if the globalists are successful at taking it over. What's your view on
the
that?
CMP took it over.
That's exactly right. It's just going to get watered down more and more as the Tea Party will with establishment Republican support of establishment Republican candidates, and that's all the CMP does.
I heard it from the man himself. Alex Jones, on his own words, CMP. Nothing more finer than that. If anybody else finds any more, send it to me. We've read the documents at protonmail.com. Hopefully I reached out to Mark. Hopefully he'll come on the show. We'll discuss it. We'll discuss Christianity. We'll discuss Dominionism. We'll discuss the Council for National Policy, the Knights of Malta, the Jesuits, and Alex Jones. Hopefully you can come on, brother. Love to have you on. I know you haven't done anything in a while, from what I've seen, but I think it'd be well worth your time. People want to hear from you. All the research you did back in the past. That's it. Nothing else. Till next time. Always read the documents. Take care, everyone. God bless you.